Hey guys, how's it going? All right, we are going to make a candle today, or a few candles actually. I'm just gonna put much for now. See what that does. This little thing, I've never used it before. Personally, I use a Pringles can in the stove, and I've got this little thing. So I'm gonna put it on there, and we'll see how it goes. I can't bring it over here because the thing won't reach. And yeah, I don't know. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's really stinking and making me nervous. Okay, so I don't know about this, y'all. Anyway, so we're making some summer solstice candles, and I got these at Hobby Lobby. They came two in a pack, and I think they look like little cauldrons. I think they're adorable. And I also, let me stir this, it's melting really fast. Okay. And then I have some of these. They have a nice little seal, which I like. But I'm going to stir this, so I'm here. Just know I'm like just right over here. So they said it's not supposed to, it's not supposed to smoke. So I turned it down to like 2. I do have a thermometer, but I don't remember what temperature it's supposed to be honest. Like I said, I don't really do that. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and put our wick in here while that's melting. The bottom of that there. Yeah, it's just got the, the double peel sticker here, which I typically use hot glue, but I got this fancy kit, so might as well use it. And then it's got one of these to hold it in place. I think it really goes like this. There we go. So let me check on it here. Ooh, it's melting. I feel like, what is the Wicked Witch of the West? It's not melting. It's melting. I'm so excited. This is so much faster than my Pringles can. But, old times. Okay, so I really don't think I put in enough wax, though. But we'll see how many we get from that. Well, let me tell you, while it's still melting, what we're going to do here. I've got some sweet orange oil, a couple of different ones. I'll check, see which one I like smell-wise the best. I'm going to add some jasmine, just some ylang ylang because I like it. And then another candle, we're going to do some lavender, a splash of sage just for protection, and some lemon essential oil. Let me stir it, y'all. Alright, I think I can actually raise the temperature just a little bit. I think it'll be okay. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more wax. I wish I could like put you guys over here so you can like see it too. But since that's melting in there, I think it'll be fine. it comes with a little stir spoon. I like that. I already have one, but it's nice. I'm going to ease that up just a little bit. So we've got some, I guess I need to cut these. I've been drying some oranges and things like that. So let's get those kind of just cut up a little. I do want to use some of that. And I've got some sunflower petals, some rose petals, and woo, baby, I'm about to knock that over. Some lavender and a little bit of jasmine. So let me stir it one more time. Except for like a couple of big globs, it's melting pretty well. So I'm just going to bring it over and kind of show you a little bit here. See, it's melting pretty good except a couple of big globs. So we'll just wait on it. There goes a fly. Who would like a fly in your candle? I've been chasing this fly for like 2 hours. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to get out just a few. Hang on. Just a few. I just want to crush them up just a little bit better. And let's see. For the sunflower one, hang on, I better stir this. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put out, I don't know what I'm going to put it in, some of those big giant clumps, and I don't know, I'm going to put it in, well, for now I'll just stick it in this. We can get on with our process. Well, it is melting. Okay. So I want a little bit of jasmine here. The sunflower, I'm just going to pour out over here. It's not really crunching up very well. I want some big ones, but not, you know. All right, that'll be good for that. All right, y'all, it's melted. Hang on, get ready. I'm a-coming. Okay, so for now, I'm actually turning it off. How pretty. don't, whoo, shit. The fly scared me. Sorry, y'all, didn't mean to guess. Go away, fly. I swear it's going to end up in the candle. All right. I want a little bit of yellow dye, but I don't want to mix it in with that. I just need like, oh shit. That's way too much. I'm sorry about the language, y'all. I don't want to mix it into here because I don't want it. Well, we can. I mean, we just do 2. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I want that to kind of start setting up, and I'm going to add a couple of things, and then, yeah. So let's do, it's not going to be too hot. No, not too bad. All right, let's do this one. Hang on. So they said it would stay hot for a good bit. I've got one of these. I need to move y'all back a little bit. This looks a little large to me, but that's what they send. So, okay. Where's that little thingy? Got more of those little metal thingies, but this will work too. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna do a little bit more of the yellow. Okay, so we'll add it right in. Ooh, I can't seem to pour very well. Not at all, really. Okay. So I'm afraid to like set it down because it's gonna be too hot. It's like the color of, reminds me of the color of pea, but I'm trying to do the color of summer sunshine. Okay. Oh yes, it's going to be enough. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna let this stay warm, which it's supposed to do. I gotta find a paper towel. All right, I'm gonna move that over, clean that up. You do not need that much coloring if you're, you know, I'm sure you're not watching this as a how-to video, but you definitely do not need that much to color it at all. You just need a few drops. It's kind of like food coloring, you know, how little goes a long way. But I want these to be like super, super sun yellow too, so all right. It's not wiping up very good. Okay. I don't normally do this on camera. So, you know. Whew, it's a hot mama. Okay. Let me get that back out. I'd like this to not be all over the top. I'm afraid it's gonna be. It's just for me, so it's not a big deal. But, oh well. Okay, so I can go ahead and add my sweet orange in this one. So I'm gonna do about, oh shit. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Okay, hang on. Let me catch the little booger. No, please don't melt into the abyss. So it's not sticking on the bottom. That is not good. I knew I should have hot glued this sucker. But oh well. do about that? Yep. And we lost the piece down in there somewhere. Oh well. She's a goner. Shit. Okay, so I'll just have to hope it stays and wedges itself in there. Alright, but I'm trying to add a couple. There's a little more of that too. Well, it's going to smell pretty orange. So anyway, we're adding some orange. And we're going to add a little bit of jasmine. Let's try not to go crazy. 1, 2. With that. Yeah, I just love the smell of this stuff. Oof, yes. And I think that's gonna be all, I guess. I'm so tempted to add some lemon in there with it, but I guess I won't. Okay, so this one is going to have some lavender. I don't want, let me do just another drop. I don't want a whole lot. Lavender's, to me, very overpowering, but not, I don't know. It's like, I need it in there though. Okay. My old, alright, do a little sage for protection. I ordered them from Azure Green. They never had, they didn't have the little dropper thingy, you know what I'm talking about? Alright, so then I'm going to do a lemon. Right, yes. I guess I want a good bit of, because the lemon does not, I don't know. It just, you just need it. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see if it's, just give it a little stir there. Okay. I don't know about this, y'all. I think I just want to go back to my old standard candle making. But the kit's really nice. I mean, it comes with some nice stuff. So, alright, so, well, let's just chat, I guess. I don't know how long it's going to take these to set up. But I have some Tiger's Eye, which we've already talked about. And look, I'm wearing gold today, even though I talked about it yesterday how I do not wear gold. I felt like this called for gold. So, the color of the sun, right? But yeah, so I'm going to add these in there, and I don't know, I guess there's so many. I have so many favorite stones. I don't know what my favorite stone totally is. I still think it's citrine, which I have some citrine little chips to add to it, so we will put some of those once it gets a little bit more dry. But you know, these are like very good for grounding stones, but they also uplift the spirit, so it's kind of like, I don't know, that balance or whatever. But always courage, always protection, overcome fears and like anxiety stuff, you know. And I always keep one of these in my car. It's good protection when you travel, things like that. But anyway, what do you guys have, like little protection crystals in your car or anything? Let me know about those. Alright, how's it going? I feel like it's going to take a while to set up, so I don't know. What I would like to do is, I would almost like to put a piece of orange down in there and as well as on top. What do you guys think about that? I don't know. I feel mine. They're just, again, they're for me. So if I was sending them to someone, then, you know, I would do some things a little different. But I'm gonna stick it in there. It should. I want it to kind of go down though a little bit. Down, down, down. There we go. It's like a nice little surprise when you get to the towards the end. It doesn't really burn, like doesn't really catch fire like you think it would and burn out of control or anything. Sometimes herbs are a little, that's actually why I didn't put. I've got some. Where did they go? Some of these little wood wicks, and they kind of spark and they're really cool. And I like wood wicks, but combined with the herbs already that are going to be kind of sprinkled on top and stuff, you don't want like too much. So there's that. Anyway, I'm gonna add a couple of these in there as well, and it's okay if they sink to the bottom. I kind of want them to, just for now. And as they dry, that's fine. I'll put some kind of prettiness on top and things anyway. But you know, sunflowers are like the joyful flower, right? They bring luck and abundance and all the good stuff. It's like loyalty and just happiness when you think about them. But just a little bit to invoke that solar energy. So let me check on my wax real quick. It's still super liquidy over here, so that's good. So that means I could probably get possibly one more out of it. We might just go ahead and do one of these little ones while we're at it, and we'll just go ahead and use that since it didn't really work before. And you really don't have to glue it down if you have these little things. It helps, but you don't really have to. The wax will set up and it'll be fine. So let's just see if we have, well, no, because I got to do another layer on those. Yeah, I got to leave it. I can't. So we're going to, when it gets close to the top, we're going to do just a little tiny layer to seal in some of what we're doing. So yeah, that's a no there. Well, anyway, so we wait. I will let you wait and watch. Wait and watch with me. But anyway, yeah. So the oranges, oh my gosh, let me tell you about the oranges. We would have done this yesterday, but I was trying to dry out the oranges fast in the oven. Sometimes I'll let them, you have to cut them real thin, and I cut a little too thick too. Not like these. These are about, this is right here. But let me show you. Like say this one I took forever to dry, a little thick. But anyway, I thought I had some. Well, I did have some, and my father ate them, so I didn't have any oranges. So I had to run to town and get me some oranges. And so you can't have summer solstice candles without oranges, right? And so I also wanted to make a nice wreath, and there was no way, you know, we had like one orange left, that was it. And but anyway, so I didn't leave them. I like to either sit them out in the sun, and then I still leave them out in the house overnight, just, you know, out open, and then I bake them, and just kind of low and slow on about 250, and turn every 20-30 minutes, whatever you want to do. But yeah, so I had to run down to get those, and then just hurry and bake them. And I dab them with a paper towel, just basically, and try to soak out, you know, all the moisture you can before you start the drying process. But yeah, it was just all too hurried, I guess, and so it was taking forever. So we had to do round and round and round in the oven, and it is 97 degrees here today, y'all. 97 degrees, not good. So not the time you want to even turn on the oven, but that's okay. Anyway, but I don't know. I just wanted a nice sunny orange. This is probably gonna take too long. I probably should have started this without y'all. Oh well, live and learn. I swear it seems faster in the kitchen though. I mean, it's the whole setup process. But whatever. At least this little thing melts quick. I mean, that's fast, and I don't know. But you can add different oils, herbs, whatever sigils if you want to carve something in. These you can't necessarily carve, but if you had like a pillar candle or something, but just the most important thing I feel like is just to infuse it with your, you know, your intentions, kind of as you stir, as you create, and especially if you're sending it to somebody else, like maybe you're doing a little bit of, you know, peppermint and eucalyptus and whatever, a nice healing candle for boosting somebody's health or something, and you know, you want to kind of just focus on that person and all the good vibes you're sending them and the healing energy and all that. And in this case, we're focused on just the joys of summer and, you know, all the stuff. It's supposed to be planting sunflowers around your house is good luck. I'm gonna have to plant, I need to plant them all around, like a circle of protection, I guess. Told you, my neighborhood's getting a little rough lately, so, but, and maybe they'd just look at those sunflowers and be so happy they wouldn't even care. They wouldn't want to break in or do any kind of weirdo stuff that they're doing on drugs or whatever. But I don't know. But it is big legend or whatever to be good luck, so that's a good thing. Well, I don't know. I just think it's more interesting to look in a candle and like see things. And I feel like it's prettier without like, I guess that's where I like the Pringles cans come in, but they sell votive type things or pillar type, whatever you can just pop out now. But like you see the different, like the texture of your lavender, you know, just like on the sides of a candle, I think is really, really cool. So let's go ahead and add a bit of that while we're at it, by the way. I should not move that. Well, let's add a bit more, to be honest. Yep. This is gonna take forever. I'm sorry, y'all. Well, while we're at it, we're just gonna add our. Again, this is going to, some of it's going to be on top for prettiness, but some of it is going to be in the candle. This is just rose, you know, dried rose petals. I feel like rose is definitely a summer flower. It could be an anytime flower these days, I guess, but in theory. And then I have these that are not the petals. These are actually dried little buds, so I thought those might be nice to add as well. I tell you what, I don't know if I want to sit here and make you guys go through all the torture of this or not. A little bit better look. What do you got? I wish y'all could talk to me back. It's like, yeah, we want to sit here. Or no, please leave us alone. Well, no, we could talk about lavender, which everybody knows about lavender, I guess. You know, the tranquility, whatever, making your lavender pillows for sleep, and definitely spiritual enlightenment, all the things. Oh, one good thing about the sunflower stuff, it's for the medicinal side, I guess, is they use it to like clean up petroleum, you know, like pesticides and pollutants from oil spills, and it's also supposed to help with like soak up some radiation. It doesn't take, which thanks to Trump we might be needing soon. Maybe I should add some more of those. It doesn't like take it away. It just relocates it like into the, I don't know if it's the petals, the stem, the leaves, something. I remember reading like it puts it in there. So, but it does help. So there's that. And I guess the lemon in here. Well, you know, Mr. Clean sells that lemon smell. It's like the purification. I always think of Mr. Clean every time I do lemon stuff. Y'all remember, you know what I'm talking about, the commercial, like in the 80s? Anyway, it's good for warding off negativity, and lemon can really aid in like decision making, things like that, like heavy decisions, you know, important decisions. So, and Mr. Clean. I don't know. It's like optimism. It's similar to orange but different. But lemon's like very optimistic and things like that. So yeah. Okay, well, that's about all I have to tell you. I can tell you about my doctor's appointment. I always think of health in the summer, and like good health, not like how can health be bad in the summer, right? Like I think even if you're down and out and whatever, that you will heal in the summer. And I don't know if it's the summer energy or the sun or the whatever of life, but I just feel like it's hard to be completely at your lowest point in the summer. You can get low, but the summer will somehow bring you out of it or something, the positivity of it all. But anyway, so back to that. My doctor's appointment I went to this week. And well, honestly, I don't know. I drove like 3 hours or whatever to go, but they didn't really do a whole lot. This was for my blood clots in the lungs or whatever. I guess I got a good report in theory. I don't know. They said my lungs sounded good, and, you know, wasn't really having any problem like breathing, no oxygen needed, all that kind of stuff. So they were just going to keep me on the medicine a bit longer, and the blood thinners, you know. And that was basically it. And I asked, like, are they going to do a CT scan or anything like that? And she said no, that typically your body, like, which is pretty cool for your body, but it absorbs, you know, the blood clots back into your body. And but I want to be like at peace and know that they're gone. So we're doing a phone visit, since she knows I have so far to drive. She'll let me do a phone visit in 3 months. But I told her, I was very insistent that I want another CT scan, and probably not healthy for your body necessarily if you don't need one, but I don't care, I want one. Because they said they'll probably dissolve on their own in 3 to 6 months, and that was the very end of February, so like March, April, May, and half of June. So it's been about 3.5 months. Personally, I feel like I do still have them. I feel twinges of things in there that it's, you know how it's your body and you just kind of know it. It's, you know, when it's not right. Now it's not like before when they hurt and I couldn't, it was just like, I don't know what kind of feeling. And that's why I thought I had pneumonia or whatever. I still didn't think blood clots, but yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Anyway, but I just feel some things there that I don't think are quite right yet. So I do feel like they're still there. Hopefully they're dissolving. I mean, I know I'm definitely getting better because I can breathe and talk and walk and all that now, but yeah. So anyway, she said that yeah, she would do that or whatever, and I would prefer to wait like the 3 months when I talked to her, and then 3 more months, like 6 months, and give it for that would be like roughly 9 months or something total. So hopefully it would be gone, and because I also read, you know, Dr. Google, that the chances of them coming back are much higher in the first couple of years if they're going to. Now, she did say she wanted me to go see a hematologist and to do like a blood study to make sure that, because my father has them and things, that it's not, you know, like a hereditary kind of thing. So I will do that before I see her again, and she'll have the results or whatever from that. So, but that's okay because summer shall heal me. All right, guys, this is apparently going to take a good while. So I will come back and try to put pictures or show you or something. I'm just going to add these little tiger's eyes, and I've got some just some regular quartz, a little tiny tiger's eye, and little tiny citrine stones to add as well. I will do some orange, and that's probably it. I'll add the lavender and the rose back in here, a little bit of rose, and the sunflower petals back in here, and that will be that. So thanks for hanging out with me, and kind of making candles, kind of not. If you stayed this long, mwah, thank you. But I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if you make candles as well, what you put in them, what you do, what your process is. If you're still using the old Pringles chip cans on the stove, I think I might go back to that, to be honest. But we'll see. These are cute containers, and I really like these lids. So those are nice. The little, you hear the when you take them off, you know, that little. I'm trying to do sound effects. I will probably. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to say that word. I keep knocking stuff over. I will. Now they give you this and little heart-shaped tags in the kit, but I kind of prefer just some twine or whatever to wrap around and do something of my own creation. I'm thinking about doing some clay type suns. So while I'm making suns, I might come back on and do a video, and then we'll check those back out when they dry, when these dry in 7 more years too. But anyway, so it'll give me something to do while they dry. So anyway, guys, I'll talk to y'all later, and I'm going to stop saying so. That might be my New Year's pledge or something. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.